Hello everyone, this is Advocate Meghana Dhairyawan and I welcome you all to msdlegal channel. You are watching Know the Law series and today we are going to discuss about notaries documents and the validity as per the law. In this episode, we are going to discuss what is notary, what are the functions of notary, whether all documents can be notarized and what is the validity of such documents. So let us begin with today's topic. Firstly, notary is the person who is appointed as a notary under Notaries Act 1952, and for getting appointed as notary, a person has to have experience of more than 7 years as an advocate. So of course, all the notaries are practicing advocates for 7 years. Then this appointment is made by the state government from time to time, and the main functions of notaries is are the four functions. First law, one is attestation of the documents, that is making the true copies of any documents, making certified copies for submitting at any countries other than India. So outside country, if you have to submit any document, it has to be a notarized document. Then any affidavit is to be given, that means any declaration which is given by oath or given under oath, it has to be compulsorily notarizedly registered and it has to be entered into a notarial register. Then in certain cases, that is criminal case or civil case, court appoints a notary as a commissioner to record statements of any witnesses or any person in respect to that case. Then in such case, a notary has a very limited role in such case, and he acts as a commissioner. So broadly, these are the functions of the notary, and he has to maintain a notarial register wherein whatever documents he is executing or he is certifying, he has to make entries of all those documents, that is date of notary, what are the documents, that is what is the nature of document, who are the parties and the witnesses and their signatures he has to put, and serial number. This serial number is very important in from future perspective. If at all there are any fraudulent documents or false documents which are generally found in case of notaries, so it can be cross checked with their registered, and it is a substantial evidence for the law in various court cases as such. Now let us understand the important aspect of today's video, that is whether all documents can be notarized. The answer is no. That means the documents which are compulsorily registrable under Registration Act, that means the documents which under which you have to pay the stamp duty, or documents where there is a substantial financial transaction take place, or any business transaction take place, or commercial transaction takes place, or if there is any handover of property, that means where there is a transfer of property from one person to another, such documents are compulsorily registrable documents as per Registration Act. And many times it is found that to avoid stamp duty, lot of people get these documents notarized and they do away with the legal procedure. For example, sale deed or leave license or power of attorney or memorandum of understanding. So these documents have some commercial element in it, or there is a element of property transfer. However, these documents are registered by notary and they take heavy fees for that. However, it is very futile, and these documents are of no use as far as those notarized element is concerned. In fact, if there is going forward, there is any dispute between the parties, or if there is any fraud that takes place based on these documents, or the transaction that happens based on these documents, then fighting in the court of law becomes very tedious and lot of legal complexities has to be faced by that particular party. So you can make out that merely to avoid some legal fees or the consulting fees to advocate, lot of people take this shortcut as a notary. However, they have to face a lot of legal trouble later on. Similarly, lot of notaries are seen to be practicing illegal practices such as marriage registration or divorce, granting of divorce, which is totally illegal. That means the marriage registration has a separate procedure which is defined in Registration Act, under which they have to follow prescribed procedure to get the marriage registration done as per that particular provision. However, the notaries they advertise themselves as a registered notary, registered registered marriage bureau, and they issue a certificate stating you are legally married, now you are identified as a husband and wife, And I have seen one case in my practice where the person was having this such kind of a registration certificate which is printed over the 100 rupees stamp paper with proper notary seal and stamps, and he was under the impression that he has a proper registration certificate. And you will be surprised to know it was taken for the purpose of second marriage, whereas he was the Hindu person and the first wife was witness to this marriage, and he was under the impression that it is a legally made certificate and he is properly done it as per the law. And later on this second wife has filed case against him for false marriage or for cheating her and for concealing the former marriage, and this document was a major evidence which was used against him. So you can make out the problem which is lying here. The problem is not with the notary, but the problem is with the people who fail to understand that notary has a limited purpose and you cannot replace advocate or you cannot replace a proper legal procedure with notarial procedure. Now in the similar manner, there is a divorce which is also granted by the notary. Surprisingly, people fail to understand that divorce can only be granted by court of law, and you have to have a court's order or decree to declare divorce, that is the annulment of the marriage or end of marriage in any marriage as such. However, a lot of people, to avoid the time and cost which incurs in the legal matters, they avoid going to the courts and follow the established procedure, and they try to take the shortcut of notary, which proves to be a fatal shortcut, and there are a lot of trouble that they have to face. I hope you must have liked this information, and I believe that a lot of people are ignorant of these legal provisions and they are not aware about the legal scenario, and therefore they make mistake in paying very high fees to notaries for the improper and illegal document as such. So share this video with your friends and family, and also watch the other videos with respect to divorce, with respect to will. There are a lot of videos which are available on criminal law, on IPC. So you are advised to watch those videos and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.